Hello guys, welcome back. We are still here. I'm bringing you information. Matter don't stop. They say that Tinubu is in serious panic as I speak to you now. Say waiting the happen. What is the problem? They say one of their men in their camp of APC, which is this Festus Keyamo, have said that foreign lawyers in Nigeria are planning to stop Tinubu's inauguration. I say, don't redo. So this is not a propaganda. This is not coming from PDP, neither is it coming from Labour Party. We will not go say, oh, now them they formulate such stories. This is coming from APC's camp, direct. Foreign lawyers in Nigeria to stop Tinubu's inauguration, Festus Keyamo alleges. So there is panic in the camp of APC as people are not happy because of the way when this matter take place and the rigging that occurred during the 2023 presidential election, where INEC was found culpable in this act of rigging. And the lawyer Tumazen Nnamdi Kanu said that it is unconstitutional to swear in Tinubu without final verdict of tribunal. And this is coming from Barrister Aloy Ejimako. When I don't see him for here. So it's a serious case. So Tinubu might not escape this one. Sorry, may God not allow them. Now, they said that Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Festus Keyamo, has alleged plots by the opposition parties to legally stop the inauguration of the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu before May 29th. So there is a possibility that Tinubu may be stopped as the president of the country. Now, in a tweet on his official handle, the All Progressive Congress APC chieftain further alleged that some legal practitioners have been flown to the country to do the job. The minister, however, ascribed the move and reactions it preceded as illiteracy, saying some unscrupulous characters are taking advantage of those he termed nattering nitwits. He wrote, I read somewhere that some supposedly learned fellow is assuring the nattering nitwit that the inauguration of artificial birth can be legally stopped before May 29th. And yet another story that some foreign lawyers have been flown in to achieve the purpose. And I read many excited reactions from the nitwit. Then I shook my head and murmured under my breath, illiteracy is truly a disease, and it is sad that some unscrupulous characters are taking advantage of these poor fellows. I believe that these people that he's calling poor fellows are those obedient followers. We be saying we are now hope for P2B. Finally, it don't happen. Tinubu is not going to succeed. Tinubu is not going anywhere. I don't tell una say this Tinubu way they plan to give una for this country say it go hard before anybody go feel stop am. I told you people earlier that Nigeria is not for you. It doesn't matter how much campaign you do. After all the campaigns when obedient to do, they no rig them through way. This is Nigeria for you. We told you people in the morning that nothing good can come out of these people. Say they are all riggers, the riggers of this century. But people say, forget. Critics new, we shut your channel, we go do this, we go do that. Today, our market, be they don't do now. So now as soon as they do me now, so they go still they do now, they go. Even the P2B self never even talk about his brother with them kidnap and extraordinarily rendition back to the country. Nobody has talked about his freedom and you want to get justice. Where your brother who first enter Wahala never get justice. Not be juju be that. I beg me, they talk better thing in continuation with this particular info. They say the Presidential Election Tribunal had fixed Monday for the commencement of the hearing of the petitions filed by the opposition party seeking to truncate the victory of Tinubu. Meanwhile, preparation for transition is in top gear as President Muhammadu Buhari is set to hand over power to Bola Tinubu on May 29th. Muna no give Baba headache, Muna no give Tinubu a high BP, abegu, because the way when this matter take day, If anybody say you go touch the ball at the right place now, say they can't stop this inauguration. May person no fent for na hand do my hand no deal with the way when Tinubu they desperate for this presidency. Oh God, sorry, this country. Instead, we they no do I mean Pukuma go collect the file of handover just like that without inauguration. You no mind to do them because this presidency they hungry. I'm like tomorrow no day. Even if now one day self when him become the president self before anything go happen, is enough for him than say una truncate the thing. Pata. I beg go. Me person no fent for na handle. This country is very delicate now. But concerning this Wike and Tinubu's friendship and all that, one for our brother we be journalist for Cries TV, we they call Rufai Useni. It don't come pull out for that matter because of the way when Wike take the jump up and down because they don't see Tinubu in one run go enter APC. Made them forgiving sins of looting. Watch this video and listen.
President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu went to Rivers State yesterday to visit Governor Nyesom Wike. And Governor Nyesom Wike did talk about the bridge he just completed. There's a federal bridge. And President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu said, it's your bridge now, I owe you nothing. And the next thing, there was a clarification made that it was because he wasn't president yet. A question has to be asked, what is really going on here? I thought they said everything is all good. So where is this I'm not president yet, I'm president yet talk coming from? Where is this I owe you nothing talk coming from? Because when you look at matters critically, it's looking very funny. If there's only one president at a time, why did they have to call the president-elect to come and commission projects when there's a president around? If it's not, we see a level of political shenanigans going on. Why did they have to call why didn't you just call President Muhammadu Buhari? At least President Muhammadu Buhari would have used it as part of his last tour of duty. But in the bid of trying to align with the president-elect, the thing has backfired. Maybe he doesn't know who he's dealing with. You know, people that live in the city have sharper acumen. So it was quickly given back to yesterday. The president-elect said, I owe you nothing. I owe you nothing. They had to start clarifying the statements in the end. The president-elect further went ahead to say that, Mr. Wike, all your banter, I will call Sanwo-Olu, that is a fellow governor like you, to answer you. I don't have your time. I am president. President-elect. You know what that means. So, when people say they are smart, they forget that a city boy is smarter. You know, maybe they were telling them the other day they were forming hero. He also went ahead to say at the gala that he didn't do anti-party activity. Really? He didn't do anti-party activity, then you went to court to get a restraining order so that the party will not throw you out for anti-party activity. I mean, I'm just balancing these stories, oh. I'm just balancing this story, oh. The moral of my story, as regards the visit yesterday, is the fact that let's be careful in the things we do. Stand your ground. In the bid of trying to get favors from people, if you are not a man of integrity, people will not respect you. You know, I said, only to think somebody declared public holiday yesterday, and despite the public holiday, he was told in public that they owe him nothing. Only to think that happened yesterday. So, you see, in the bid of this game we play, let's remember that if Connie man die, that Connie man go bury him. Where your Connie end is where another man Connie begin. And for you to think you are the smartest in the world, some people are always smarter than you. So that is what we are seeing play out in broad daylight. The thing is, let's do good. Because if he didn't day,
he didn't day. Thank you, Rufai. Thank you very much, Rufai Useni. They don't disgrace Wike for his own community. When in the thing say, oh, I've arrived, we don't do him to Peter be there. He will now become this one, blah, blah, blah. Today, they said the thing, no, they even favor him. We do all the nonsense shenanigans to make sure that Tinubu becomes president. Today, reality is setting in, and you never see anything. God will disgrace and expose all the evildoers. Now go collect woto, and I don't know Tinubu and I make they do you say na like film. I beg more go listen to waiting barrister Aloy Ejimako, special counsel to Mazen Namdekano has to say. They say yesterday, May 4th, 2023, I tweeted on my Twitter handle that given that the finality of election result is decided by the court, except where the INEC declared result is uncontested, it's unconstitutional to swear in a winner whose victory has not been affirmed by the court. Where is the law that says such a winner must be sworn in? None. This is coming from Barrister Aloy Ejimako. Since then, I have received a barrage of direct messages and requests to publicly speak more on this. So those who asked me and in the public interest, below are the short answers to your many questions. Yes, inauguration of a new president on May 29th is not absolute, neither by the provisions of the Constitution, the Electoral Act, or any other written law. And no, there won't be any vacuum if a new president is not sworn in on May 29th. The Constitution envisaged such an anomalous situation and thus purposely provided for the rainy day as follows. First, Section 135(1)(a) of the Constitution says that subject to the provisions of the Constitution, a person shall hold the office of president until when his successor in office takes the oath of office. If you pay close attention to above provisions, you will notice that the Constitution never said until May 29th, and it used the word shall, which by settled legal interpretation means must. There must be the incumbent president despite exhausting his 8 years. He's not going anywhere until his successor is sworn in, and such a date could overshot May 29th. What is Barrister Aloy Ejimako saying here? He is telling us that if the president has not been found, that is a new one, and if the person who won is being contested, then that person should not be sworn in. That this fake Buhari Okonkonyano Gorena Sorok will still remain in power until they have finally concluded on a new president and is sworn in. Now you can see that this is not about Tinubu, because if you strictly follow the Constitution, neither Atiku nor Obi, in addition to Tinubu, will be inaugurated as president on May 29, and Nigeria will still have a constitutional president, which is Buhari. He will continue to stay there until everything is resolved. You also notice that since 1999, a lot of successors or winners of elections, mostly of the gubernatorial kind, had taken their oath of office after May 29th. So where did this widespread notion that May 29 is sacrosanct or absolute come from? It came from more custom or political expediency not from any known black letter law. Section 136(2) of the Constitution says that where the persons duly elected as president and vice president die or are unable for any reason whatsoever to assume office before the inauguration of the National Assembly, the Independent National Electoral Commission shall immediately conduct an election for a president and a vice president. In plain terms, what the preceding section 136 is saying is that apart from death, there are myriad reasons that could prevent or imperil the president-elect and vice standing together from assuming office on May 29th, and heavens won't fall. One of such other reasons that easily comes to mind is a court order, usually of an interlocutory kind, emanating from the tribunal on a motion, or from an originating summons, not an election petition, succeeding before a federal high court on interpretation of the pertinent constitutional provisions on point, including particularly the said sections 135, 136, in addition to section 1 of 2 of the Constitution, vis-a-vis the absolutism or otherwise of May 29th. And the lawyer went on and on to quote all the laws known to man in trying to explain all these things that will make Tinubu not to be sworn in. So a lot of things are coming out too, and with these ones, I'm not sure whether Tinubu should be sworn in on May 29th. But with the way they go now, since Festus Keyamo is complaining, that means say the matter, we don't read already. So Muna, drop comments below and share the video so I go feel no waiting to happen before you go read for Tinubu. Sorry, Tinubu, sorry, may God no allow them. This one where they don't go hire foreign lawyers, can't they battle you? And barrister lawyer Jimako don't still open constitution give on. Maybe if you no get what you they want, I'm sorry, yeah? Sorry, may God. No, don't cry. Sorry. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.